Hi, welcome to another edition of Bob Degrees Audio Stories. Um, this has been a pretty exciting time in my life, as I've shared with you before, and I want to thank you all for being a part of it. I have to tell you what I did today. Trying to figure out what story or stories to read tonight, and I just have so many. It's just I had to go through all the ones I've already shared with you, which I think is over 40, and cross-reference them with the ones that I've written to see which ones are available to read to you. So tonight I'm going to read to you two. One's called Two Left Shoes, and the other is called Home. And I hope you like them both. Coffee is hot. My mind is racing, thinking about how a world-class sprinter struggles to come to an abrupt stop at the end of his race. I feel like I'm mirroring that. The inertia of going full tilt in life and shifting gears to a much slower pace is a challenge, one I need tools to navigate. Tools, at the moment, I simply don't possess. Age is a funny thing. Funny as in strange. Life is relative. Every moment feels different as we age. Our minds register them as similar, but they are ever so slightly different and increasingly challenging. Kind of like walking with two left shoes on my feet. I know how to walk, but the shoes make it awkward. My life, like most, has been filled with ups and downs. The trials of aging and the challenges that they bring are tempered with a deep awareness of how blessed my life has been. Some would say that I'm a deep thinker, and it does and has got in the way of my logical path of life's mission. It wasn't until recently that I discovered the next step on my stairway of purpose. I have always believed that we each have a reason for our existence. For me, it's been a journey of steps. Each time I complete one, my overthinking mind insists that there must be something more I'm meant to do. I remember during one of those steps telling young people not to worry about knowing their life's goal at 15 or 18 years old. I'd say your purpose will reveal itself when the time is right. More often than not, you will find your path, off a path, off a path. The most important thing is to simply start walking. I feel I'm at the final intersection of my life's path, and only now is the picture becoming clear enough to see. I understand that when life begins to slow down, it can bring frustration and disappointment. But the blessing is that in slowing down, the blur of life also begins to decelerate, offering clarity that wasn't possible before. I believe that is the place where wisdom begins to grow. Some would say that youth is wasted on the young, and that may have some truth. The foolishness of youth teaches us who we are and to learn from our mistakes, lest we will make them again. It's all a process. The only thing that is disappointing for most of us is after we reach the age of knowing what we were put here to do, we realize there's not much time left in which to accomplish it. As has been many times, it's not the time that you have, but what you, as it has been said many times, it's not the time that you have, but what you do with it that matters most. My shoes may not be as comfortable as they once were when I walk, but at least I know now I firmly know now which direction I am heading. That was Two Left Shoes. The next story is a story I wrote to my host when I was in Boise, Idaho. They were a family that made a move thousands of miles away from their home for many years, and for all the right reasons, but there were probably times, as we all have those moments, that we wonder if we did the right thing, and they certainly did. But anyways, this is called Home. They say home is where the heart is, and I guess that's true. Family and the memories we create with them is where confidence, comfort, and security of a home truly resides. When we're young, we believe we need to explore the world, and we should. Those experiences help shape who we become. But for most of us, there comes a time when we're drawn back to our roots. That's often where we find contentment. As I spent the last couple of days with friends in Idaho, I found myself appreciating the bond of family and the comfort of familiarity that connect my dear friends to this community, much like the bond I feel with my hometown of Colchester, Vermont. Family dinners, shared laughter, singing songs that connect the past with the present after a meal is over, and even tears that were shed define the irreplaceable moments of our lives. These are memories that stay with us. They are the times that we cherish, and ultimately the moments by which we are defined and will be remembered. The morning sun reaches in my heart as it filters through the green leaves on the trees, touching me in only the way a streaming morning sun can. I reflect on these moments and look forward to many more that give our life's mission value, both to ourselves and to others. Now I leave this town of Boise, knowing that a valuable lesson about connection and love has been laid at my feet, one to embrace and honor, not only today, but for the rest of my minutes, hours, days, and years that I am gifted to live. Wow, well, that was fun, and that went quick. It's been a beautiful week here in Colchester, Vermont. I hope it's just as nice where you are. Anyways, it's Friday, and I really appreciate the fact that you guys stop and listen to these stories. They obviously mean a lot to me, and I hope they mean a lot to you. Please spread the word. I know recently, and I know it's because of summer, our views have dropped a little bit. Happy that we have 62 subscribers, but would love to get those views up if possible. If you haven't bought The Planted Seed, that's available everywhere you can buy books. The Planted Seed, a book vote by Robert Degree. And tomorrow, Saturday, I will be, if you're local in Vermont, I will be at Sam Mazza's Farm Market for a book signing between 11 and 1 p.m. Anyways, again, it's Friday. I love you, and God bless.